Okay, so the next item I need to calculate is the fixed asset sold. Remember, they told me uh, the balance sheet information, all the equipment was sold at carrying value. Now I'm looking for what I actually received for it, and it is also the carrying value of 111,800. So the carrying value 111,800. Good. So let's just go back a step. When my assets have paid for them, which means I will pay out the money, so I will have less. It must come into brackets. When I say I will receive money, which means it's money coming in, so it's without brackets. With the cash flow statement, very important to make sure you put the items in with or without brackets. Else, without brackets means money coming in. With brackets, uh, with brackets means it's money going out. The fixed deposit, I must simply go and see what happened to the fixed deposit. So I'll go to my balance sheet information. Last year it was 100,000. This year it's 50,000. So it got more. So it got more from 100 to 150, which means it got more with 50,000. Fixed deposit is money that I give to the bank to invest for me. So how will it get more? I had to give them more money to invest, which means I had to pay out more money. So it will be money going out. So it's 50,000 going out. Just show what I did. I took my 100,000 from last year minus the 150,000 from this year, and that gave me a 50,000 difference. And to get to fixed deposit to become more, I had to make it less, or I will have less capital. I have to pay money out. Now, this specific way that they give us the note, these are all in a block, which means I must add the total, put it at the top. Sometimes they will give you a total at the bottom, but in this case, if there's a block around, remember the total comes at the top. So it's minus 580,400 plus 111,800 minus 50,000 Rand gives me a negative figure of 518,600. So my investing activities are paid out in total 518,600. Good, so now we can look at the next thing we need to do. Let's just go back. And that is to do the net change in cash and cash equivalents. Now that is basically my bank balances or any other cash I have, like cash floats or petty cash or whatever. But the way they want us to do it, they want us to show the total net change in cash and cash equivalents. And we will do that at the balance at the beginning of the year. Again, not quite the way that you may know the note, but remember how this note works. It starts with the balance at the beginning, then you add your total change in cash, and that gives you the balance at the end. So at the end, you need those three figures, so just adapt them to fit into the way that it is asked. So I've got the change plus the balance at the beginning gives me the balance at the end of the year. So I will look for the two balances and then I will work back to get to the change. Let's just see the information. Good. I've got to be careful. There will normally be one of the two will be in overdraft. Just to make it a bit more complicated. Because if I look at last year, which is the last column, I had 25,000. But also go and look, is there not a part in the as a bank overdraft? So there I've got to combine the two. this year it's fine, 260 and no overdraft. So this year's balance is fine, but last year's split. Some favorable, some unfavorable. So I must take the 25 minus the 142,520 to get to last year's balance. So it's 25,000. Let's just show it here. For last year, I had a positive balance of 25,000 minus I had a bank overdraft of 142,520, and that gave me a negative balance of 117,520 for last year. This year was fine. It was all under the receivables, or all under the current assets, 260,180. No liability. So I can simply put it in. It's a positive balance, 260,180. Now I must just work back to get to the change in cash and cash equivalents. To do that, start with the answer, do the opposite. So 260,180 minus 117,520. If it's a minus, I must plus it. So it's 260,180 plus 117,520 gives me 377,700. And there I've done it. So that was the questions relating to the cash flow statement. We now, which is normally a separate topic when we do that in class, but it is also part of the interpretation of the financial figures. So they combine them with the ratios and other formulas we need to use. So next we're going to look at the actual formulas and do that calculations to make sure that we get those marks as well. So in the next part, we will do that.